Therefore, our percentage is, so therefore, 10% of 70 is Hi, my name is Rowel Carpio, a math teacher and a coach, and I do math tutorial in my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to present how to find the percentage. What is a percentage? Percentage is the number which results from multiplying a quantity, which is the base, by a percent, which is the rate. For example, 10% of 90 is 9. The number 90 is the base, 10% is the rate, while 9 is the percentage. How do we compute for the percentage? Generally, to compute for the percentage, we can use the given formula. Percentage, which is denoted by letter P, is equal to the rate R times the base B. So let us have examples. We have here example 1. What is 10% of 70? First, we are going to use our block model approach in solving for the percentage. So, this block represents 100%. That is equivalent to the total, which is 70. So, since the block is divided into 10 equal parts or units, so per unit is 10%. Now, since the total is 70 and there are 10 equal parts or units, so meaning to say, to get the value in each unit or 10%, since each unit is 10%, we have to divide 70 by 10 to give us 7. So in other words, each unit or each 10% is 7. So therefore, 10% of 70 is equal to 7. Now, if we are using our general formula that our percentage is equal to the rate times the base. The rate in our problem is the 10%, while the 70 is our base. So in other words, we have to multiply 10% times 70. So before we can multiply this rate to our base, which is 70, we can change this 10% into fraction form or in decimal form. If we are going to change this into fraction form, the 10% is equivalent to 10 over 100 times 70. Since 10 over 100 is equivalent to 1 over 10 in lowest term, so we can also multiply 1 over 10 times 70. So 1 times 70 is equal to 70. Then 10 times 1, since 70 is understood to have a denominator of 1, is equal to 10. So 70 over 10, that is equivalent to 7. Therefore, our percentage is 7. Or, if we are going to use decimal, we can change 10% into decimal form. 10% is equivalent to 10 over 100 in fraction form, which is equivalent to 0.1 in decimal form. So, multiply it to our base, which is 70. So, and then we can multiply now 70 times 0.1. 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 7 is 7. 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 7 is 0, and then we are going to add our initial products. 0 plus 0 is 0, 7 plus 0 is 7, and then bring down 0. And then, we have to count how many decimal places we have in our factors. So 1, and then we have also to count 1 digit starting from the right. So 1 decimal point. So our answer is 7. Now let us have sample problem number 2. What is 25% of 1,200? First, we are going to use our block model approach. We have a block here to represent the 100%, which is equivalent to 1,200. Since the block is divided equally into 10 units, therefore each unit is 10%. Since the total is 1,200 to be distributed equally into 10 units, so to get the value in each unit, we have to divide the 1,200 by 10 to give us 120. So each block is 120. 25% is equivalent to 2.5 units, since half of the unit is 5%. To get the value of 25% of 1,200, we have to add 120 plus the 120 plus half of 120, which is 60, to give us 300. If we are going to use our general formula, which is percentage is equal to the rate times the base, so we can multiply the rate, which is 25% times 1,200. Now, we can change first the 25% into fraction form. 25% is equivalent to 25 over 100 times 1,200. Or we can reduce the fraction 25 over 100 into 1/4, since 25 and 100 can be divided both by 25, since 25 is the GCF of 25 and 100, to give us 1/4 times 1,200. So 1/4 times 1,200 will give us 300. Or we can change this into decimal form, which is equivalent to 0.25 times 1,200. So 1,200 times 0.25. So 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 2 is 10, 0 the group 1. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. Then we can add our initial products. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 4 is 10. 0 the group 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. And then we have to count the decimal places in our factors. 1, 2. And then we have also to count 2 digits starting from the right, 1, 2, to give us 300. So therefore, 25% of 1,200 is 300. Let's have example number 3. What is 120% of 80? First, we are going to use our blocks to represent the problem. Each block represents 100%. That is equivalent to 80. So this block is also 100% to give us a total of 80. We know that each unit is 10% because the whole block, which represents 100%, is divided into 10 equal units. So therefore each unit is 10%. Since the total is 80, so therefore each unit is equivalent to 8, since 80 divided by 10 will give us 8. So, the 120% is equivalent to 1 block plus the 2 units. Since 1 block is equivalent to 10 units, which is equivalent to 100%, plus the 2 units, which is equivalent to 20%, for a total of 120%. So to get the percentage of 120% of 80, we have to multiply 12 units times 8 per unit to give us 96. So therefore, the percentage is 96. Now, if we are going to use our general formula that the percentage is equal to the rate times the base, we can multiply 120% since our rate is 120% times the base, which is 80. So 120% in fraction form is 120 over 100 times 80. Or in lowest term, that is equivalent to 6 over 5 times 80. So 6 times 80 will give us 480. And then 5 times 1, since 80 has a denominator of 1, will give us 5. So 480 divided by 5 will give us 96. Or if we are going to use decimal, we can change our 120% into decimal form. 120% is equivalent to 120 over 100 in fraction form, which is equivalent to 1.2 in decimal form. So multiply it to 80. So 80 times 1.2. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 8 is 16. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 8 is 8. So we are going to add our initial products. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 6 is 6. 8 plus 1 is 9. So we have to count the decimal places in our factors. So we have 1, and then we have to count also 1 digit starting from the right. So we have 1 decimal point to give us 96. So therefore, 120% of 80 is 96. So let us have our last example. Rika got 5% mistakes in a 40-item test. How many mistakes did Rika got? So first, let us represent this block, the total number of items, which is 40. That is equivalent to 100%. Since the block is divided equally into 10 equal units or parts, so each unit is 10%. Since the total is 40, to be distributed equally into 10 equal units, so each unit is 4. Since 40 divided by 10 is equal to 4. 5% is equivalent to half of the unit. So half of 4 is equivalent to 2. So therefore, 5% of 40 is equal to 2. Therefore, Rika got 2 mistakes in the test. If we are going to use our general formula that percentage is equal to the rate times the base, we can multiply 5% since the rate is 5% times the base, which is 40. 5% in fraction form is equivalent to 5 over 100 times 40. 5 over 100 in lowest term, that is 1 over 20. So times 40 to give us 40 over 20, that is equivalent to 2. Or if we are going to use the decimal form, 5% is equivalent to 0.05. So 0.05 times 40. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. And then we are going to add our initial products. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1, 2, 1, 2 to give us the percentage of 2. So therefore, Rika got 2 mistakes in the test. So there you have it, how to compute for the percentage. I hope that you have learned and enjoyed watching this video. See you again in my next video. Thank you.